So obviously we're building a rock crusher here. The hope is it will work good. This originally was a 60-foot conveyor that I cut down because of some damage in the middle. Then I cut it down more and made it work for this. And since I never put this together and I've got a brand new conveyor belt and everything for it, we're going to finally put it to good use with this crusher. That's the plan. All right, right now I'm gonna get clean up a bunch of this paint off of here. I need you to cut a piece for me to go across. I'll give you a width on that in 1 second. And then that'll go across between them. Then we'll flip it up in there in place. We'll tack weld it to the bottom there, underneath, flip them up, tack weld everything in place, check it, check all this, make sure everything's squared up, and then we'll weld it. I need to get one of these, square up on the end, and I need one that's 30 and 1/8 inches long. Okay? I'll mark it. I'll write it down.
Well, do you want me to use the Portaband or the saw?
Portaband's definitely straighter. We're just going to shove this through here, down on, we're going to weld it against right here temporarily, so we'll hold that so this thing doesn't decide to fall on us. And then that way I can still shift it back and forth and line it up there and here and add the other supports I want before this becomes permanent. So we're going to weld that in there, Mason. So those ones are still holding it in place, and then this angle here is holding this from flipping up, and this one's holding it, actually holding the weight. The plan is to run some cables from out there up over top of this and then down to support it. But until then, this is what we got. Got some stuff done. So these are kind of mocked up in place and welded in partially. There's still another plate on both sides that it needs. These need to be welded in the rest of the way. Everything's welded enough to hold it. Got these fabricated and tamped in place to help support that. Cut off a bunch of extra stuff. All right, that's where we're at. All right, we got to start on making the plates that we're going to use to keep kind of all the rocks, everything contained in the crusher, so we can overfeed it. Let's grab our proper tools. You're wondering what the box is for, huh? We're going to cut a template out of it. That's what we're going to do with that. I need to build a plate that comes across here, up and over, and back down and over. And we're going to weld it right down to these. So, but my thought is, we're gonna get, as soon as I get this part kind of tacked in place, we're gonna get this thing off, we're gonna reinforce it, flip it over, get it all welded up, get it welded up here in the bottom, everything I cut, you know. Then we need to start on this. We are going to use these posts as reinforcements because I'm gonna be putting a bunch of weight off that end. We're gonna put a screen off the end so that as the rocks go over, it'll hit the screen, all the dirt and sand, everything will fall down, and the rocks will fall off the end. Let's be more efficient because this way I don't have to build up the other screen that's sitting way over there and haul around two different things and haul a generator and everything for it. I think that's going to be good because we got to put a motor up there to be able to run the conveyor. I might as well use that motor to run an agitator for the screen if we need it. And then like this motor here, we're going to run a belt off of here or a chain or something, and we'll run an agitator for this. That's the plan.